Yes, sir. We back at it again, but we gotta get this work. Relationship goals 101. Let this stick. Who you tied to? Who you tied to? Who are you tied to? It's important for your life because who you tied to is going to determine your success, your happiness, your peace, from setting a goal to reaching a goal. Who you tied to is that's the biggest question of the day because this is going to determine who you talk to is going to determine whether or not you're going to excel in life. It also can reveal where you're going. You could tell a lot by an individual by who they tied to, who they with. So, you know, I know a lot of folk been, like reaching out and asking me like, man, you need to do another one on relationships. And I was like, okay, let's talk about it. I mean, the top three things that defile and break up a relationship. Number one is communication. We have to talk and communicate to a level that we reach understanding. A lot of people are talking, but we listen a lot of times to just respond. But we didn't actually hear that individual. We didn't feel them. We didn't understand because guess what? If you heard them, you would change or work towards change in whatever that's pulling y'all apart when it should be actually bringing y'all together. So communication is important. I say it's number one because with great communication, it can resolve all the other problems or issues you might have in your relationship. It's a covering, it's a foundation, it's a substance. It can coat and cover and resolve any issue you have. Because if you're not willing to change or work towards change, then really you just don't care. And that might not be the situation you need to be involved in. Number two is romance. A lot of times folk don't realize that with your relationship, how you set things up is so important. What you doing, you got to do consistently. I wouldn't look at it as a job, but you got to put in your work. And this not something you can cut on and off every day. This is something you got to do because that's what you signed up for or why you in it. Ask yourself, why are you in it if you ain't in it to do it every day? If it doesn't give you happiness or joy to do it every day. A lot of folk don't know how to romance. I mean, like, when things, they say, like, once you get married, like, the sex change, affection change, certain things change. No, it shouldn't. That shouldn't. That's might be how you set it up, but it shouldn't. That's not every relationship. Some people be in each other but all day, every day, and they love it. It's how you set things up and how you continue to nurture your relationship. Number three, financial stability. Oh my God. It's hard to love somebody when you can't get the bills paid, when you don't know how to save. Or like my dad said, you don't respect the dollar. Like you don't understand financial literacy. Oh my God, that will tear up a relationship. A person that's not good with money, don't know how to save, don't know how to invest. You gotta understand a relationship. It's teamwork make the dream work. So when it comes to financial stability, how can I really focus on how to better this relationship if I'm being tugged left and right, focusing on other things that's demanding my attention? Hey, with the lights off, you can't even see each other. So financial stability is important. It's important. So it goes back to my number one question, who you tied to. So, financial literacy and just knowing how to be financially stable and handling your business and keeping your credit score up, it plays a major part in love, relationship, a healthy relationship. Now, folk do have their ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we should be seeking opportunities of growth, where we can do better to make us better. You got to get better. They have to get better so we can become better. So Another thing that I want to like touch on too is suffering in silence. A lot of people are in some terrible relationships right now and they're suffering in silence. You gotta learn how to use your mouth. Hey, address the issues, speak up on the issues, and if a person really loves you and care about you, they're willing to do what it takes to either change or make your relationship better. But stop suffering in silence. Meaning, like, stop sitting in a relationship 2, 3, 4 years and not saying nothing, or just dealing with it, or trying to do things to keep the relationship going, but you're not really satisfied, or you know it's not good for you, but you still in it. Or a lot of people, which I don't like, is an image consultant, a person who portrays as if the relationship is great, but behind closed doors it's a nightmare. Man, I ain't living no life like that. If we ain't good, we ain't good. I love my wife, but hey, look, when we ain't clicking, we ain't clicking. I love you, but we ain't clicking. We ain't rocking like that. But you know, a lot of times people are, I like to be transparent, but a lot of times people like to portray as if nothing never is wrong. Hey, if you don't ever have no problems or no arguments or no disagreements in your relationship, I don't want my relationship next to you. I don't want to be next to y'all. I like to see the real and the rugged. Because let me know you got something. When people got problems, that's good. Because no relationship is perfect. But if you portray something that is perfect all the time, side eye. We need to worry about y'all. Side eye, straight up. Like, nah, man. Like, we have problems. We do have our ups and downs, but what makes it stronger is being able to overcome them and do things the correct way, in a healthy way, to help us grow, to nurture the relationship. So stop suffering in silence. Open up your mouth. Listen. Like, for real, like we have to stop being quiet and communicate. And then you just never know, your mate might be like, I didn't know you felt like that. Oh, I thought everything was good. Well, you ain't open up your mouth, so they don't know. Communication is the key. Another thing, man, which I laugh at too, is like, whoa, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people are, they could be nice individuals, but they're terrible at relationships. They're no good at relationships. Let's just talk about it. Like, they're not good for no relationship. They better off single. Like, you love them. They're a great person. Might do everything good, but in a relationship, they suck. They're terrible. But one thing I can tell you though, if you make an individual go through hell with you, they will find heaven with somebody else. I ain't going through that. Nah. We ain't rocking like that. You know, like, at the end of the day, like, we gotta learn how to love each other more and make conscious decisions for what's best for you and your life going forward. How can you help somebody else be a better them and you can't even address yourself? You don't even love yourself. How can I love somebody else and I have not yet proven to love me better? I gotta come first. So when I'm at my best, everybody around me blessed. When I'm at my best, everybody around me is going to be blessed. But when I'm down, you're taking away the goodness of me, the joy of me. So nah, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. Another thing is, folk don't realize the same thing you did to get that individual, the same thing you're going to have to use them. The key ingredients is what's going to keep that individual. Are you serious? I need y'all to keep doing the same thing you did to get that person. You know how you looked at that individual when you first talked to them. You know what it took to get them. You, man, the vibes was good. The energy was good, man. You was on the phone all night. Y'all were dating, man. Like it was exciting, man. You couldn't wait till you looked at your phone and you was like, oh, man, like, you was like, man, they calling, the text messages. You gotta keep the joy up. You gotta keep the spiciness up. You gotta be spicy. Like, everything you did to get that individual, that's the same key ingredients you're gonna need to keep that individual or keep the interest high. So that's definitely important. Another thing is really having a stable foundation. A lot of people foundation, like, we focus more on the perks of a relationship, like, Might be financial stability. Some people might be in a relationship because they love that person is a business person. They're about their business. They make good money. They do this, that, and the third. Or they dress nice. The sex good. They know how to cook. They're family oriented. They're a great father or a great mother. Like, it's a lot of key elements to gain interest from an individual. But we got to focus on the foundation first when we coming out the gate into a relationship. When we establish a relationship, the foundation got to be like this. A lot of people relationships are tilted. It's like this. Well, let me explain to you why it's important. I look at a relationship like a plant. When we come together as one. When the foundation is balanced and you set things up the correct way, the plant goes straight up. That means two individuals come as one and they go up. They grow up together in a healthy way. What really happens when you don't set the foundation up, or it's tilted, or it's not balanced? You might grow, but then you end up growing apart. This is what happens when you don't have a strong foundation. So when I compare relationship to plants, the clematis plant, I'm telling you, like, they intertwine with each other. They grow together. So it grows up. So you want your relationship to look like a clematis plant. That like a one seed or two seeds come together and they grow together strong. They intertwine very well. The vibe and energy is prosperous. But then you got these other relationships that it may not be a relationship that needs to, like, truly, I'll say, like, it might not be a relationship that needs to break up, but it needs some work. And then some relationships, you just need to let that go. It ain't clicking, it ain't working. But I'm going to tell you, heliconius plant, it grows like this. Heliconius plant, it just grows out. It grows out. People growing apart all the time. Like this plant, you can try. One thing I love about the heliconius plant is that there's things you can put in place to help it intertwine, like the clematis plant. But it takes work. But if you don't set it up right, the heliconius plant, it grows up and it grows out. And once it grows so much, it's hard to control. That's how relationships are. When we're not setting things up right, things go on so long that it becomes a lifestyle, and it becomes a life you don't want to live in no more. You don't want to be, it becomes a situation you don't want to be in there no more. So we must focus on the issues at hand and ask yourself who you tied to. Because who you tied to going to determine your success. Where you going in life, what you going to be in life, and how you going to grow as an individual. You shouldn't be with nobody that's not going to bring the best out of you. Help make you a better you. Let me tell you I'm going to tell you the results of just not being conscious of who you tied to or not putting work in of all the things I address. Like, number one, you don't want to be that old man or old woman sitting outside in your car, outside your house. You done paid for this nice, beautiful house, beautiful home. But because of the energy, because of the way you set the relationship up, you really don't want to be there, but you can't go nowhere else. You don't want to be that old person in the truck, sitting outside, not happy at all, stress. Can't leave, but you're still there. You don't want to be. This is a result of not being conscious of working on your relationship. Number two result, sleeping in separate rooms. Man, you don't want to be that old couple. Y'all sleeping in two different beds. Why? What's the point? What's the purpose? Unless they got a health condition or something, like, why are you sleeping in separate beds? One of you upstairs, the other person downstairs, you in separate rooms. You don't want to be that couple. But that's the results of not working on your relationship or being conscious who you tied to. Number three, man, you don't want to be that relationship with somebody that is having a relationship inside your relationship. I mean, you talking to somebody else. You married or you in a relationship, but you got other people. How can I focus on working on our relationship when you got other people involved? You're in a situation that's calling for two, but you got a third party in there. Then you got a third wheel in there. How is that going to work? How is that going to be healthy to any change? You got to kick everybody out, whether it's family, friends, whatever. Kick as many people you got that's not being healthy to the situation, or any side people, friends, anybody cheating, whatever. Man, kick all these people out and focus on you and the other individual. It's important. It's definitely important. This is a result to not focusing on who you tied to and working on your relationship. Number 4, you don't want to be the marriage where you invested 20 years of your good life and then y'all break up. All because you didn't want to put in the work or focus on the things that were necessary. Man, I'm telling you, it will wasted time. You could have been putting that energy somewhere else, or in a business, or raising your children if you had children, or investing. I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you're in a relationship 20 years and then y'all decide to break up, you knew at year 10. So you just tricked off 10 of your years, a decade, when you could have just ended it then. If you was in a relationship 40 years and y'all break up, you knew at 20. You knew at 20. Stop wasting each other's time. If you love that person, love that person. If you don't abuse that person, let that person go. That is the results of not working on a relationship. That's the results of not being conscious of who you tied to. Man, we got to be conscious of who we deal with, especially when it comes to some of y'all's aspirations and dreams and what you want out of life, because who you tied to will determine your success. Let this stick. A private relationship that's not put together or worked on properly will become an exposed relationship. And it also will determine if it's something you can work on or something you should have never gotten in from the get-go. I said a private relationship that's not put together properly will become an exposed one. It will reveal what you should work on, or if you shouldn't have never invested in that relationship from the jump. Y'all be blessed. Learn how to love and stop allowing people to waste your time. We out.